Okay, good morning, everybody. Thought we'd do a live for you this morning on on our channels. So we're going to talk about front lawns. Front lawns, something a little bit different, but we're going to show you here. You see how we're coming around here, right over here. You see here? This is one of the front lawns here that we're walking by. So right now you can see we're right here. You see this here? We're on the sidewalk. We're on the sidewalk right now, public sidewalk. And then we look at people's front yards, okay? We look at people's front yards right over here. You see this one here. There's another front yards, okay? Why do we do this? Why do we look at people's front yards, okay? Well, number one, we want to see, is the grass tall or is it short? Very fundamental, right? Very fundamental. We see way over there. You see this one here? Okay. A house there. How's the lawn? Is it tall or is it short? Well, we can see it's short. Is it tall or is it short? Well, we can see it's short. Okay. So one thing when we see this, when we're looking at tax sale properties, okay, one way that you can see is if the property is empty or is it being taken care of, is basically just looking at the front lawns and seeing how are the front lawns being taken care of, okay? Are they watering the front lawn, okay? Do they cut the grass for the front lawn? Or do they just have the front lawn grow as much as they want to grow? Okay, see here? Let me show you this here. You see? You can see. You see this here? Okay. So you can see when we're looking at properties that the people have not paid their property taxes, this is a very good way that you can tell. You can tell possibly ahead of time if there's a problem with the finances at the person's house just by the front lawn. You see this here? Okay, you see that right there, okay? That could help you to be ahead of everybody else in a neighborhood. It's just driving around, if you want to drive around your neighborhood and look for houses, and this is the key, look for houses that have the front lawn or the grass in the front, that it's tall. If it's tall, that means there's a problem. Now you can do some research. Now you can check with the tax collector. You've got the address of the property and you can find out, is the property delinquent on their property taxes, and how far are they delinquent on their property taxes, that maybe you could help them before anybody else could, okay? Just by looking what? At the front lawn, okay, right there, see? Here, okay? And so that would be an opportunity for you to really, when you're walking around the neighborhood or you are riding around the neighborhood or driving around the neighborhood, however you want to say it, is just looking in front of a person's front lawn and just seeing, hey, are they cutting the grass? Okay, are they watering it? You see here how we're just walking here, and you know, this one here, they've been keeping it up, right? Okay, them keeping it up. Now, remember that what you're trying to do is that you're trying to say, can I get ahead of most investors in my particular city or county of people who did not pay their property taxes? And that's the important part. You see, okay, this is different. See here? This is all rocks. You see this one? This house has all rocks here. All rocks. Okay? So, anyways, what we want to do, we want to give you some education. You know, you may think it's kind of fundamental, and it is fundamental. But we got to go through the basics. We got to go through the basics, okay? And we hope that you've enjoyed the information. If you did, please send us some likes, send us some comments and everything. And remember that we're here on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Join LinkedIn. So we're on 5 different channels that would kind of give you some education about the tax sales, okay? And that's what we try to do as much as possible. And remember Monday nights, okay, every Monday nights at 6 p.m., go to taxsalesclass.com, taxsalesclass.com at 6 p.m. and get some good education on the tax sales, okay? All right, thank you very, very much for watching for our live. We appreciate it very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.